Hi, welcome to your 15-minute stretch video. This morning I'm just going to take you through a couple of minutes of pre-exercise stretch ups, those pre-Pilates stretches, and then the stretches that we do after a Pilates class. Okay, so first of all, we all know we need to find the neutral spine before we do any warm-up stretches. So toes out, heels out, hip width apart, lengthening, shoulders back and down, tilting that pelvis to find the neutral. Okay, we don't need to worry too much about the transverse abdominals because we're not going to do a Pilates session at the moment. We just want to stretch and warm up. So we're stretching the major muscles and joints that we're going to be using. So taking the arms up and over. So now we're warming up the shoulders. And then we'd reverse the circles. So you want to be doing about 10 in each direction. Then we'll take the arms up, shoulders back and down. We're going to draw back the right elbow, just allowing the head and torso to naturally follow. So doing this, we are warming up the thoracic spine. We're still using the shoulders and we're using the elbows. I want to keep the hips facing forwards. So whether you're going for a run, whether you're going for a cycle, whatever you're doing, just warming up the thoracic spine. A really strong thoracic spine supports our lower back. Then we'll be coming into the gentle squat. So we're mobilising the hips and the knees. So you'll all be familiar with these warm-up exercises. And again, you'll do about 8 to 10 of those. Then we work our hips, knees and ankles. So taking the toe forward, draw the toe back. We normally flex at the knee and then take it down and out to the side. So we're working the hips and knees in a very different action than we do when we're doing the squats. And again, you'll be familiar with doing about 6 to 8 on each side. So we'll just do a couple on this side. And we'll just do one more. And then we would normally jog on the spot, warming up the knees and ankles, coming to a gentle halt, and we always include the ankle, so rotating and the opposite direction. And working on the opposite side. And rotating. Okay, so that's usually the warm-up that we would do. So we are warming up, we're stretching those major joints and muscles that have been maybe a little bit sedentary throughout the day or just prior to our exercise. Okay, throughout the day, if you just want a simple stretch, so getting up off your desk or you've come home or you wake up, just taking the arm circles, but then bringing them down and then back up. So back down and back up. So you want to inhale as you go down and exhale, come back up. And we'll do one more. Then you might want to include the normal arm circles. And then keeping the shoulders back and down, tucking the chin under and slowly rolling down. So this is just releasing the back. Okay, just hanging wherever it feels comfortable. I don't want you to bend your knees. And then slowly coming back up. And then probably do 2 more of those. Okay, so that's really just warming up the major joints, so stretching a little bit, getting you ready for exercise. Okay, so if you're, you might want to do some calf stretches if you were going running, some heel raisers, entirely up to you, but that's just a few ideas. Okay, and getting up off your desk in the middle of the day, rolling down, sweeping the arms up and down. Okay, I'm now going to come to the stretches that we do after a Pilates class. or after the exercise that you've done. So coming down onto the mat, and we'll lay in our supine position. Okay, at this point we'll have released the transverse abdominal, so don't worry about that. And we're going to take the arms out to the side, so we're chest stretching. So palms are facing the ceiling and our feet and knees are together. We're just going to rock gently from side to side. So we're just easing off the spine. We'll do 2 more. And on the next one, we take our feet and knees to one side and our head and neck to the opposite. So when we're doing these stretches, we're doing what's called maintenance stretches. So maintenance stretch, we're holding for 10 to 15 counts. And gently rolling over onto the opposite side. And then we're back to centre, relaxing the arms by the side. We're going to take the knees as far out as we can, placing the feet together and feeling a nice stretch on our internal leg muscles. Again, after exercise, you just be taking some nice deep breaths and relaxing as we count for a further 5. And then we bring the feet back to the mat, knees together, and taking the right leg up to the ceiling for a hamstring stretch. So with the hamstring, we want the leg to be as straight as we can. We're not worried about how far back it comes. We just want it to be nice and straight. We're pointing the toes. And again, after our 10 to 15 counts, we're going to bring the toes back towards us and feeling a calf stretch. And then we're going to place the right ankle onto the left knee and bringing up the left leg. We want to feel a glute stretch on the right side. Now, if you're not feeling it, you want to pull that leg back a little bit further. And then we'll place both feet down, then working on the left side. So toe to ceiling first of all for your hamstring stretch. And bring your toes towards you, feeling a calf stretch. And then placing the left ankle onto the right knee, bringing up the right leg and feeling that stretch this time on the left glute. Okay, if you have any lower lumbar spine issues, then going into a full body stretch to stretch your core muscles. If not, rolling onto our front, placing your hands by your shoulders. Relaxing the toes, taking a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, push up. So we want to feel a nice stretch on our core muscles. Again, 10 to 12 counts, and then coming up onto our 4 points. Okay, we'll do 4 cat stretches. So what you want to do is take the gaze up to the ceiling, tilting the back. Nice big inhale, and as you exhale, you tuck the pelvis under as you tuck the chin under, and you round the back. Back up as you inhale. And exhale. So as the chin comes under, the pelvis comes under, and you round the back. We'll do 2 more. And then from here, we'll sink down into the child's pose stretch. Now really stretch the arms in front. So we're getting a nice stretch through the shoulders, through the back, stretching the lumbar spine and relaxing the forehead on the mat. And then we want to slowly come up. So we're coming up onto our toes. And then slowly restacking the vertebra, one on top of each other. And the last thing to come up is your chin. Then we would do the side bend. So taking the right arm out, push your ear over to your shoulder, and we'll stretch up and over. So feel that nice stretch. And back down, and the opposite side. So up and over, nice big stretch. And back down. Okay, before we do the shoulder rolls, I'm going to do a hip flexor stretch with you. So we're going to come back down onto the mat. Okay, so we can be in a kneeling position, and we're going to take the right foot forward. Okay, I want you to really stretch. So what we're doing is we're getting the hip flexor muscles working. So stretch forward, and we're going to hold again for 10 to 12 counts. Okay, then slowly coming back to a kneeling position and working on the left side. So really stretch out, feeling those hip flexor muscles stretching, and again 10 to 12 counts. And then coming back up to standing. So we're getting a nice couple of roll downs during these stretches, or roll up should I say. The last thing to come up to your chin, and then we'll do the 4 shoulder rolls and come forward. And then to finish, taking the arms up and sweeping down. Okay, on the next one, we'll really sweep down, back up, 2 more, and the last one. And that's your stretches. So I hope you've enjoyed those. Just a little reminder of the stretches that we do prior to exercising, and the ones that we do commonly after a Pilates class. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you in my next 15-minute video. Take care.